On behalf of the American people, I want to extend my warmest wishes for Diwali to all who celebrate this auspicious holiday, here in America and around the world. Diwali is the festival of lights, a time when members of some of the world's great faiths celebrate the triumph of good over evil. Its significance is laid out in the Sanskrit verse, "Lead us from falsehood to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality." In Hinduism, Diwali marks the return of the Lord Ram from exile when small lamps lit his way home. The lighting of these lamps continues today, marking the celebration as a time of reflection on the year gone by, and a time to pray for a good year to come. In Jainism, the occasion celebrates the attainment of nirvana by Lord Mahavir, one of a long line of spiritual leaders known for achieving enlightenment by freeing themselves of base human impulses and emotions. In Sikhism, Diwali is a celebration of freedom for Guru Har Gobind, the religion's sixth guru. While this is a time for celebration, it's also a time for contemplation, when we remember those who are less fortunate, those who may not be eating as heartily or celebrating as festively, those who don't enjoy the same rights to speak and worship freely and make of their lives what they wish. Our hearts are with them, not just today, but every day. And at this sacred time of year, let us join together across denominations, religions, and cultures to make a habit of empathy and reach out to those most in need, to share the blessings we enjoy and advance the cause of peace in all corners of our world. As families and communities gather to rejoice and reflect over great food and delicious mithai, please know that you are in our thoughts, and that Michelle and I wish you a happy Diwali and Sal Mubarak.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, please rest. Welcome. Happy Diwali. It is a pleasure and an honor to welcome you all here as we celebrate Diwali. I want to start by thanking Lieutenant Colonel Chowdhury for his very kind introduction, but more importantly for his outstanding service to our country. I also want to recognize Karan Ahuja, who is working very hard in this administration for her leadership. And I want to give a special hello and thank you to Nakul, who is here. I know he is in his jeans and t-shirt now, but there's Nakul. But we got to practice a little Bollywood this afternoon. And we have many of the young people who were there with us today. We got moves, right? Good. But Nakul is here from one of my favorite shows on the planet, So You Think You Can Dance. It is. And of course, as you all know, I think I can dance. But not as good as they can dance. But we had a wonderful time. And I think, as Nakul pointed out, it was the first time that we did Bollywood in the state room here at the White House. So, well done to all my fellow dancers. So thank you, Nakul. Thank you for joining us. We had a wonderful time, didn't we, kids? All the kids, hands of the kids who were there. We had fun. It was fun. And they did a great job. They did a wonderful job. As you may know, we've celebrated this holiday here at the White House every year since Barack took office. And there's a reason why we've done that. And I mentioned it to the kids. When we say that we want to make the White House the people's house, we mean all people. We mean that we want to honor and embrace all of the many cultures and faith traditions that make us who we are as Americans. And Diwali is very much one of those traditions. As you know, this holiday is celebrated by members of some of the world's oldest religions, not just here in America, but across the globe. Diwali is a time for celebration. So we learn today, children, all smiles, smiles. As Barack and I learned during our visit to India, it's a time to come together with friends and family, often with dancing and good food. But Diwali is also a time for contemplation and reflection. It's a time for us to think about our obligations to our fellow human beings, particularly those who are less fortunate than we are. And as we light the diya, the lamp, we recommit ourselves to the triumph of light over darkness, of good over evil. But as we gather here this Diwali, we remember that there is still evil in the world. And I'm thinking today about what happened in Oak Creek, Wisconsin, just last year, when an act of unthinkable violence shook a community to its core. But I am also thinking of how, in the face of such evil, we also witness the power of goodness and forgiveness. The families and community leaders I met when I visited Oak Creek just weeks after the tragedy, they showed us such courage and grace. Instead of giving in to bitterness or despair, they honored those they lost through service. They honored those they lost through educating others about their faith and standing up to prejudice in whatever form it takes. I'm also thinking of all the people across America and around the world who held prayer vigils during that time and sent messages of love and support and held the people of Oak Creek in their hearts.